They get a city paycheck, full city benefits, but these workers don't do any city work. Instead, they are full-time union representatives, but on the city payroll, being paid for by taxpayers. It's done through something called release time, and it's buried in union contracts with cities. It may be part of the contract, but not everybody thinks it's even legal. Today, the city of Phoenix was sued over this. In a moment, we're going to hear from a union representative defending this. But first, a closer look at just how this interesting arrangement works and why some say the taxpayers are getting the shaft. The city of Phoenix has 15,000 employees, from the people who pick up your trash, to policemen, to firemen, to city staff. All city workers are represented by 7 labor unions. But did you know the top leaders of those unions, a total of 27 people, are paid yearly salaries by the city to do nothing but union work?
Their only duties are to do union work, not city work. That costs the taxpayers roughly $3.7 million a year. It adds up to about 73,000 hours a year. Mark
Flatten of the Goldwater Institute blew the lid on what's called release time, paying union leaders full city salaries to exclusively conduct union business.
There's really only one winner, and that's the unions. The taxpayers are footing the bill.
I would dispute that we get nothing out of the union relationship.
Assistant City Manager Ed Zerker downplays the cost to taxpayers.
$3.7 million is about 1/4% of our entire payroll.
That money should go back to the taxpayers, or that money should go to keep open libraries and parks. There are any number of things you can use $3.7 million for, but simply paying the salaries and benefits of top union officials is certainly a policy decision that they're going to have to address in these upcoming contract negotiations.
So how did release time become standard in union contracts? It was first negotiated in back in the 1970s, and it's been there ever since. City Councilman Sal DeCiccio is an outspoken critic of paying release time to top union officials, yet he voted for it last year.
Even the language that are used in these contracts, they're designed so that the common guy on the street can't understand them.
Are you being purposely kept in the dark about matters like this?
I believe that we were.
Is it not your guys' job to make it as simple as you can so those guys can represent us?
Yes, it is our job to do that. You're right. And we understand on our side as management a renewed obligation to be very explicit and clear and take as much time as necessary to explain every aspect of that we can to them.
When it comes to paying release time to top union officials, the city of Phoenix is not unique. Most major Valley cities pay it: Mesa, Chandler, Glendale. The notable exception is Scottsdale.
Why are the taxpayers involved in this at all?
Scottsdale Mayor Jim Lane was once a union member back in New Jersey, but he thinks taxpayers should not be paying top union bosses to do union business on city time.
I can't explain that at all. In fact, I can't understand how it could even be justified.
Why is Scottsdale different from Phoenix and the other Valley cities? Scottsdale does not have collective bargaining agreements with the unions, meaning union power and influence is limited.
We do have union members, certainly, and of course they have their representation, but there isn't an official collective bargaining agreement, and there is no official capacity that they hold in the city.
Councilman DeCiccio says if the unions want release time, then the unions should pay for it.
If the unions want to be able to pay their members and individuals to do union activity, it should come out of their dues. It shouldn't come out of the pocket of the taxpayer.
Now, the police union, PLE, gets the most taxpayer money, almost $1 million a year, to take 6 officers off the street to do union work full time.